Da, 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 when you light up, yeah, lights all over you.
I know it seemed like I turned my back, but it's far from
Hey,
true.
what's going on? It's your boy Train. We back at another day on another Sunday at the Trainsition Talk Show. And today we have a guest, O.G. Big J in the house tonight. But before we begin to kick in, man, we got a little bit of news. We have been able to, man, do a little deal with Reverbnation. So a lot of you artists out here that are artists and, man, you're looking for outlets to get your music played or anything like that, man. You guys hit us up in the email transition talk show at gmail.com. And man, y'all let us know. We'll be soliciting music off of Reverb Nation. So if you let us know, we can be able to pull the music up, man, and you know, select some of you guys. If you got videos on Reverb Nation, allow us to know that just the same. Cat, man, let us know a little bit more about it.
Excuse me. So yeah, shout out to Reverb Nation. We teamed up with them about 8 years ago, and they gave us the privilege to team up with them again this year and do their spring campaign. What their spring campaign means is we are basically promoting artists that submit their music to Dallas On Air for their spring campaign. Last time we had over 500,000 submissions. Currently, only a week into the campaign, we already have over 700 submissions. So it usually is pretty big. And, if you do submit your music on Reverb Nation, again, go ahead and tell Train, especially if you've got a music video, and we will review it and do our best to get your name out there and get your music heard.
For sure, man. Like we said, man, we have a special guest in the house today, Big J. What's going on, man?
Oh man, it's just high stakes and no breaks, nothing but blessings and lessons.
Blessings and lessons, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's been a while. It's been a minute. I've been supposed to be getting you up here and everything, but there's been a lot going on. And it's kind of really what we're talking about. What we're going to be talking about is like, how did it go? How did you go from street credibility to community credibility?
Well, even in the streets, we always we did our part as well, So basically, it's cutting off the street part of it, but still helping the streets, but just helping them in a better way instead of like, hey, I'm gonna buy you a beer, so and so, or I'm gonna do this, or give you something that you're looking for, so and so. It's more like, hey man, sit down, let's talk, let's find out the root to the problem. So it just was something like that. Basically, just actually to empathize with others and just kind of see where they really come from, and it kind of made me be like, I got to make that change.
In doing so, man, like, what's the biggest things that you have noticed? You know what I mean? Just even within yourself and making those conversions.
I actually got a heart. I care now. Where at first I could walk by a person that really didn't have too much guilt. I just be like, oh well, and keep pushing. I see a dude shaking a cup, and I pull out a cup, shake a cup at them myself. Like, hey, what you gonna put in my cup? Type, joking. But now actually, I empathize and I can see into people, more to the people's soul when you actually talk to them and look deep in their eyes. You can see the pain.
Man, and with transitions, man, everybody have something that either, it ain't always an easy walk into it, until something actually uneasy happened in order to make you go into it. Makes sense?
Yeah, it definitely does.
And it's like, I know, what I mean, that, man, you was in a coma at one point, and from that state of being, from that point after that, then it was like a new life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like taking off one jacket and putting on another. You know what I mean? From the mindset point of view, to go from this state of being to this state of being, like, let people know what it takes, you know what I mean, or what it's taking you, because we all normal. We all human, even though some people look at us, as bigger statues. And sometimes that's a misrepresentation because we all are human, and we all have to go through these things in order to get to a place that we see ourselves.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's pretty much what it is. Because sometimes our reputations are bigger than life. Really, your reputation precedes you, where people almost feel like you are bulletproof, you're invincible. And the reality of everything is that we're human. At the end of the day, no matter how powerful you are, no matter how strong that you can feel, no matter how many guns how much money you got, at the end of the day, your heart hurts, you bleed, you have a spirit. I learned more than anything in my transitioning that I went through is that the spirit doesn't die. The flesh may die, reputations may die, egos may die, but the spirit lives on. And when I was in that coma, that's one of the key things I can remember is that I was still living. I just wasn't here.
Right. Man, on that note, we're going to stop for a minute. We're going to go to our first Reverbnation artist, man, of the day, which I believe is going to be Allison Kane.
Allison Kane.
We'll be right back.
When you light up, lights all over you.
We back, man, on the Trainsition Talk Show. If you just now tuning in, man, we got Big J up in the house, man. What's going on, man?
Oh, man. It's blessings, man. Blessed to be here.
Man, we were sitting up talking right before we played the song. And you guys, again, man, Reverbnation. If you artists, man, you have songs on Reverbnation, man, this is where we'll be picking a lot of the songs out at this point, So, man, we want to be able to help independent artists and things like that. So, man, if y'all do have those videos, y'all do have those songs, y'all do want them to be played, and have a look, y'all go ahead, man, and hit up the Trainsition Talk Show at gmail.com. And, man, let us know, and we'll be selecting songs every week, at least 3 songs every week. Man, jumping back into it, man, beginning to do the work that you've been doing, after that, after the coma.
Yes.
What are some of the things, that you really want to see done in the community?
Well, one of the things I definitely want to see in the community is more interaction with the youngsters, the young, like elementary, the junior high, the high school, and the pre adults, like the 20s, and really like I want to have somebody to represent. That's one of my goals. I want to see somebody represent from each section, and even all the way down to the older, so we can bridge all the gaps and bring it all together.
When you say when you saying that you want to see these things, like, what is it that you want to get done?
I definitely one of the main things I want to get done is, like I say, once I bridge that gap and get the opinions of each side, because everybody have a different opinion.
Right.
The babies, like, I mean, when we went to that barbershop and we talked to them kids, and it was real surprising to me to actually see it was about 3 or 4 of those kids said that they wanted to be police officers. And I remember growing up, none of us wanted to be a police officer. I mean, we might have kind of wanted to be it secretly. You might be like, man, I want, but then you start seeing different stuff, and it, changes your thought process, But and to hear them kids say that, and remember we asking them why, and one the kids was saying, hey, because we tired of the violence, we tired of the senseless shootings and the violence, and I heard some kids like from 6 to 8, 9 years old saying that we got to do our part.
It was crazy, man, because I remember that day, and right after that, we step outside, and when you go in the corner, you had these guys shooting dice down there, and then all of a sudden, a guy pull out a gun.
Yeah.
And we had all these kids that was up in this barbershop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at that moment, it's things like that that allowed me to know that, hey, I remember a moment when I may not have been that reckless, but I know that I was that, senseless.
Yeah.
And to see that now, the trickle effect of it means that what role did I play? So, and what role am I playing now?
Yeah.
It's an understanding that, man, between the ages of like 15 and 23 is the age bracket of the world you have the most violence going on in our community now.
Yeah.
That's a young age, man. And that's an age that where most people begin to throw them away. You can't tell them nothing, and so when you start talking about the ages and breaking them down and wanting to understand what's inside of them in order to try to be able to make a difference, that's something that's actually, differently said. You know what I mean? We live in a society, man, where people are looked upon as numbers and figures and not actually people of help. We got a call in. Call them. We got a call in, man.
All right.
See,
Hey, what's up, Train?
hey, what's going on?
This hustle man, what's the play?
Hey, man, what?
Hustle man.
Hustle, man, what's going on?
The dumb way.
Man, it's
Man,
always a
dumb
play.
way, man. I respect a little both of y'all, so I had to get in on this.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. It's all about, man, where we see ourselves at now. You know what I mean? Hustle, man, you one of them people that been around for a long time. I know at least with me, way back.
Me too.
Yeah, way back, when we was on Rutledge, you know what I mean?
Yeah, real shit.
And, it was a different life back then. It was a different way of living. So to come into these situations now and understand that, man, we have a little bit more understanding, awareness, and knowledge, and it's now what do we do with it? And
Well, first of all, what I think about that is, even though a lot of us got the knowledge, we still don't pass it out to the younger generation that needs to know it. Because when we try to pass it out to them, a lot of them don't accept it, and then a lot of them go run the other way. But somewhere in the fix of where we lost our OGs and our BG connection, where the BGs don't respect the OGs no more. Yeah. Somewhere we lost that connection, we lost it where we can't teach them no more. It's like they got to fall on their face on their own now.
Yeah, and I feel that, man, and I think that's one of the biggest things that we're talking about now, because it's kind of hard to respect something you don't see nothing from.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And that's why, like with this, what I got going right now with the Dallas United movement, you know what I'm saying, where I got that set up, I'm kind of verging the young with the old. You know what I'm saying? Like Big J on the team, but I got young cats on there like 21, 22. And we sit down and we have meetings and we discuss things. You're as a team. You know what I'm saying? And that's been working out in my situation. I can't speak for everybody.
Speak about that again, man. What was the name of it again?
Dallas United Movement, the DUM.
And what is it all about? Talk to me,
it's
Hustle.
like-
What is it about, man? Let me know what's going on.
Well, it's like my way, like you just said earlier. Man, you've been dealing with each other 30 years flat. You've been in this music. Big J the same way. Everybody I've been dealing with in the music, I ain't never tried to align us all up together. And when the time as I did try to line us up together, it was more or less like somebody was hating on somebody else. So I finally got the door open to where we all can work together and we all CEOs. Over here, ain't nobody the boss over here. Jay his own boss, but he with the Dunn family. Bushy, he his own boss. You know what I'm saying? And they with the Dunn family. We just work together. And then if you don't want to work with a certain person on a certain project, we don't. If you look at them dudes like the SUC and Dungeon Family and all the people like that, what they did was they aligned each other up as business partners. Them cats weren't friends. You don't see them hanging around after the shows and shit. They were getting money together. And so I started I've been showing people that, and it's been working for me. So right now I got 30 rappers, 9 comedians. You know what I mean? I'm steady booking shows. I'm steady working. We shooting videos every week. We doing shows everywhere. As a team. So that mean if the Shiesty have a show tomorrow, and it's Big J down with me, he down with the Shiesty, he down with the Dunn family. I'm trying to take all 30 members to his show. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna be no, I'm not coming to the show because we not friends, or he rap harder than me, or I can't do this for that reason. You know how the game go.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's one of the biggest things, man, that's out here right now is not understanding on how to create true alliances with one another. You know, and to even hear you saying things like that and taking the lead and doing that, man, I commend you on that. Especially in the music scene, you know, man, I still do music, but it's not like it's something that I promote in that way no more. And it's just because of, man, I understand music as a vibration, and you know, and how we portraying ourselves and how is it coming back from that portrayal. So it's like, man, I choose not right now at this moment, you know, to do music in a fashion where it's not going to produce, you know, a different vibration right now, man, which is really what's needed, you know. But I'm always in support, like, you know, the artists that we've had, man, you know, man, C-Note, I support all these people, you know, Mike Billion, man, you know, my artists are still, you know, Gary Gone Grind, Ziggy, you know, but it's just for myself right now, I take on the actual work of this community.
Well, let me show you what I would do. What I would do, me Train. Like, you know how you got a team right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The people you just called out. I would make my team work with your team. Let's go half on these videos and these songs. Let's go and put it out there. That's how people need to think and do. Everybody over here at the Dunn family, if we do something, let's say 3 niggas on the song. 3 niggas got to pay half on the video. You hear me?
Right.
We work together, like, and that's where I would do if I ran into another clique that was doing something. They ain't got to be Dunn family. We could work together and make some shit happen.
Right. Right.
And the problem is, I learned, like, from dealing with you. I remember, I don't know if I know this is out here live and everything. I probably shouldn't say, but I am. I can remember when the J-Dog was scared. I can remember when J-Dog was scared to get on the track with your ass because you're going to eat him up. You hear me? I can remember when niggas was scared. Nigga come around with A-Train trying to do a song. Nigga run like a bitch because they know A-Train finna eat his ass. You hear me? And ever since I learned that, boy, I found out another strategy, listening to Big J. Now, man, if I want you on a song with A-Train, I know he gonna eat you up. I ain't even gonna let you hear this part. I'm just going on your hand with the chorus. That's why I tell you, I put a stop to that bullshit. You hear me? They don't want to go platinum.
Righteous.
Yeah, man. You know, music is vital, man. You know, in our everyday living. That's why we hear it so much. You know, you can't get around it.
Nah.
You know, but we have to become better, man, illustrators of the music. We've been in it so long.
Well, in our hood, where we come from, man, we come like people be saying they came from nothing. We came from nothing and build it up to something. But once we build it up to something, it's always the support fall from up under us. And then I figured out why. Because we not working as a team, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
We not. Them issues, man, I swear to God, Lil Kiki and Zero ain't riding around smoking weed together. They show making money.
Yeah. I mean,
real.
it's built alliances, man. It's just something that we really have to teach out here. And we finna, hey, hold right quick, right, hustle, man. We finna go to a video, and then we're gonna come right back. Another artist off of Reverbnation, Dope Pappy. Man, let's listen to
Man,
this.
shout him out, man.
Shout out Dope Pappy.
Bitch kinda think my hit day. Nigga, that's true. It's a league bay. If the back ain't loud, it's get sit back. Ran off on my midday. Nigga ain't gon' do shit to get his shit cracked. Cause me and my niggas play get back. You a little nigga, I'm a big dog. Watching my pockets, I ain't pissed off. Bitch kinda think my hit day. Nigga, that's true. It's a league bay. If the back ain't loud, it's get sit back. Ran off on my midday. Nigga ain't gon' do shit to get his shit cracked. Cause me and my niggas play get back. Ran off on like 5. Fuck all with the rich cards. Yeah, I been eating you stars. Here, fuck nigga, I'm charged. My young niggas really want to rob. Real big dog, no food. Rich niggas think no noodle. Bag coming in on the use. My boy bag on the Tuesday. Run a back up on the Thursday. Diamonds hit hard, I'm hurting. Bitch head fire, I'm swerving. Count too much money, I'm nervous. Blood talk, scrape me, I'm burnt. 2 million stripes, I earned. No pay, cause I want to pull them out. No, so we don't take change here. Watching my pockets got a maid. You know I came for the bag. That's the only reason I came here. Made it this part doing my own thing. No, so we don't switch lanes here. Me young nigga told me to go up. So you know I had to change gear. You a little nigga, I'm a big dog. Watching my pockets, I ain't pissed off. Bitch kinda think my hit day. Nigga, that's true, it's a league bay. If the back ain't loud, it's get sit back. Ran off on my midday. Nigga ain't gon' do shit to get his shit cracked. Cause me and my niggas play get back. You a little nigga, I'm a big dog. Watching my pockets, I ain't pissed off. Bitch kinda think my hit day. Nigga, that's true, it's a league bay. If the back ain't loud, it's get sit back. Ran off on my midday. Nigga ain't gon' do shit to get his shit cracked. Cause me and my niggas play get back.
On sight when I see you, the last thing I say, you ain't closing your mouth, so we open their heads. I got shooters on deck, it's a noose on your neck. Ain't no question about what I do for respect. Now I'm truly upset. And it's time for the get back. Put a brick on his head. Put his ass in a shit bag. You truly a bitch, so I guess you got followers. They lacking your status, you an Instagram blogger. You an Instagram model, you posing with props. Ain't no rounds in that chopper, your ass need to stop it. It's up like a jolly. Ride down on his pot. Knock him out, pat his pockets. About to make a deposit. More money, more problems. They hate when you ballin'. They praying on my downfall, but I gotta call him. Man, I'm so unbothered. Yeah, I'm such a boss. I might fly up the floor to lay pipe to your dog. Proceed with caution. My wrist costs a fortune. My chain made me nauseous. My house is a fortress. I'm calling no fortunes. My bitch looks so gorgeous. I'm all in the organs. I beat it no law.
Nigga, I'm a big dog. Watching my pockets, I ain't pissed off. Bitch kinda think my hit day. Nigga, that's true, it's a league bay. If the back ain't loud, it's get sit back. Ran off on my midday. Nigga ain't gon' do shit to get his shit cracked. Cause me and my niggas play get back. You a little nigga, I'm a big dog. Watching my pockets, I ain't pissed off. Bitch kinda think my hit day. Nigga, that's true, it's a league bay. If the back ain't loud, it's get sit back. Ran off on my midday. Nigga ain't gon' do shit to get his shit cracked. Cause me and my niggas play get back.
Man, we back. That's a hot song right there. Dope Pappy, man. Hey, anybody know that dude? Man, have him hit me up or whatnot. We looking at you. We able to see some things that other people can't see. You know what I mean? So, man, hey, bro, I dig your music, man. So, if anybody know Cat, you know what I mean? Hey, man, y'all get him in touch with us, man. Big J.
Yes, sir.
Man, what? What's that dropped a lot on us on it, did he dropped a lot on us, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he came on with it, man. I like that cat, man.
Yeah, man. You know, he always been actually, man, in the music scene, been trying to always pull people together, you know, even when they was doing the mixtapes and they was doing the videos and putting out our videos and everything. Like, man, I tip my hat off to him. I know in my run, he was a big influence, you know, on getting my music out there like that, you know what I mean? So, man, I always in support of that dude. Man, tell me something, man. I saw on your page the picture, and I knew it was from the news. That when we was downtown, and they was doing the rally and everything like that. From when the young lady, from the young woman whose children got shot, and things like that. And man, you just kind of like, man, brought it all the way back to life, man. What's up with that?
Basically, it was a unfortunate incident that occurred, and those little girls was in a crossfire of some stuff that didn't have nothing to do with them. And basically, just me and my people, we rallied, basically, on our own, just to be like, hey, man, we ain't gonna go for this. We're gonna go and let our presence be known, and also to actually meet these kids, instead of just being these people. How you gonna ride for some people if you never met them? Right. If you don't understand, you ain't talked to their mom, you ain't talked to them, and to see that those tears in those little girls' eyes, it kind of heated up something inside of me that just made me like, hey, I gotta go here. I gotta go to these apartments. I gotta go see about this.
Right. And it's let's first, man, give some shout outs right quick, man. Nakia Nicole, man, she on there, saying, hey, fam.
Shout out Nakia.
Big boy. He's saying, what's up, man? Some more people that's going real fast, but if I catch him, man, I shoot y'all out so he know that y'all watching, man, and paying attention, and listening in. But yeah, man, it's like now, it's like being a person of a CEO and did music for so long and things like that, and now, venturing off into community affairs. Mm-hmm. How much learning and teaching you realizing that you have to do in order to be effective?
Say, man, it's like starting over. It's like graduate from college and turn up your degree and starting all the way back over in pre-K. That's what it feels like. I mean, because we got to start back with the basics.
True. And it's like, for me, man, it's been kind of like, how can I say it? Like, be a natural. I got this thing, like what I do, like when I go to the store, right? If my change is under $1, I don't never take the change.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason being is because somebody else might not have it.
Paying it forward.
You always.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, you know what I mean? But what that also does is, man, it builds something different in me. Because I'm knowing I'm intentionally giving back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like, and by me always saying, nah, keep it, somebody else may need it. Nah, keep it, somebody else may need it. Nah, keep it, somebody else may need it. Guess what? I don't have to hand out nothing at a door. I don't have to deal with no riffraff, none of this type of stuff. I don't have to deal with none of this, you know what I mean? And I can stand on that because I understand that, man, I'm going and placing it, you know what I mean, into the business and being an actual face to do business and say, hey, let's work together. So in doing that, man, the small things made me stand up to a little bit more challenging things.
Yeah.
Because everything was new.
Yeah.
Everything was pretty much about me protecting my own.
Yeah.
Me seeing my own as, man, my own, my family, you know what I mean? My circle. But now I see it totally different. Because I understand that, man, the positions that we've been placed in was kind of out of our control. And once you got in that situation or in that placement, it's hard to even gain control to get out of it. You wonder why you see so many people that stay in the same neighborhood forever.
Yeah.
Children wind up staying forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's a trend that continues to go on. But what happens in those neck of the woods is the same things go on forever.
Yes, sir.
You don't begin to see the uprising of these things. So you begin to question that and say, man, what possibly have to happen differently? That if we're gonna be here, we're gonna get a better living here. Yeah. And not the same old thing. So for me, that was the challenge, you know what I mean, is for me to be a better living inside of the equation myself first. So it's like doing all the work now, man, it's just a part of just who you are. You know what I mean? It's just, man, I'm gonna do this no matter what. It's not like, I'm trying to be seen or do anything. I'm just trying to be me.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we can be is us.
Yeah. You know, so it's like, man, what you got going on as of now, man? Tell the people, man, what you got working.
Well, basically, just still putting the music together, shooting movies, shooting a new movie, working on a movie with Grip, working on new music and videos with Money Note, being shot at, even working with a lot of little stuff. We got a whole lot of little projects. And also my partner, Taz Lowe, out there in California, he's a very positive guy, man. I'm going to do some stuff with him, too, very soon. We got a big announcement me and him going to make. Also, the Mossberg, he's working with the kids with the football. They winning championships. I salute them.
Right.
I salute these guys because they giving back in their own ways,
Man, you've been doing quite a bit of speaking here lately, man. What really got you? What really got you? If a lot of people don't know you, like, you really ain't never been too much of a talker, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like, what really got you to that point?
Tired of being one of them type of people who sit in the background and ridicule. You'd be like, man, why ain't nobody saying nothing about this? Or why they didn't address this? And instead of being a complainer, I'm gonna be a game changer. So now I'm on some, hey, I can't stand in the back and watch stuff go on. I gotta go and step to the forefront. Because that's never been my thing to want to be in the forefront. Mm-hmm. But I realized God put a call on my life. So I gotta step up and I gotta speak. I gotta speak for those who scared to speak, for the one who's standing back there like I used to be and don't want to speak.
Oh, we got another caller, man. Caller.
Okay.
Hey, man, this Uncle Man again. It's something I forgot to say, and this is a question I want to ask.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, the something I want to say is for you particular, hey Train, is when we was doing this shit back in the day, you used to pay thousands of dollars to get these tracks. These nigga tracks $50 a day. You know what I mean? Like, you used to pay an unlimited amount for video.
That's for
you know
real.
What I mean?
5 racks and up.
Yeah.
Right now, I can get you your video recorded, your song, your studio time, and your beat $400.
Wow.
You used to couldn't do that back in the day.
Couldn't.
Nah, that's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I remember times when people don't know this, and they wonder why, the way you are with the game and the way reason why you don't be doing music so much is they ain't realized that it's been times where y'all done put 50, 60, 100,000 in the projects and somebody blackballed the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Radio stations and shit. I don't think people really know that, and I want to say that on air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was something that, going through the process, man, of learning the business. And somebody and we had to be our own guinea pig to learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't never look at it as a bad thing because there are some things about music that people can't take away. Like, I understand I do have 100%, control of my stuff.
Yeah.
I do get royalties, from my music still today. So it was about, it was some crash and burns, you know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk.
But at the end of the day, I'm happy to be able to say, man, I still have proof and evidence, that it worked. You know what I mean?
And I want to speak on that too. You actually, say Hustle Man Train actually had the first royalty check that I ever seen with my own 2 eyes and not on TV. I actually saw it. And I tripped out like, wow, man, it's really coming through.
Nah, say, man, like, Train, I always been about his business on that level, but I don't know, what we were talking about earlier, it was so many people that came out of our hood that were rapping, that were cold, that had all the shit going on. They ain't had paperwork, number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing I've been trying to change with my movement too. You ain't got your paperwork, you can't even talk to me.
You know what? And that's a good thing that you implemented. From you coming from the streets, from where you came from, bro. I mean, you got a lot of knowledge. So basically, the only thing you're doing is applying that knowledge that you acquired throughout these years, and you putting them through music college. Who knows more about some hits than Hustle Man? You actually was a hit expert, because I remember I used to come to you and say, hey, Hustle, what's jamming, what ain't? He jamming, he ain't jamming, but he all right, you gave your honest opinion. And people don't do that.
Right.
People will know that they music is not up to par, but they'll still try to force feed it to you.
Right.
And Hustle don't do that. When Hustle get behind the project, it got to be good to him.
Real talk, real talk. I mean, and anybody, man. I remember when it was dollar CDs.
Man,
Yeah.
bless you.
And had everybody in the hood, you know, who really had, you know, credible music. He was pushing everybody's music, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
for
he
dollar
really was.
CDs. I remember he took my music, broke my music down, and put it on his stuff, and you know what I mean.
He done broke some of the music for me.
This is you said that, Train. If I'm DJ Screw of my city, you one of my first artists out of my clique.
He sure is, man.
Yeah, man.
I remember Hustle made me go rap one time. No, I ain't no rapper. He come pull me. He said, "Say, Jay, if I said, yeah, man, if I book some studio time, I'll check you out. I'm really blowing it off." He said, "Guess what? The studio time booked, the van outside, let's go." Yep. I ain't had no choice.
And it's crazy.
And we made a banger too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's crazy because, you know, really, man, that's how we got here.
Yeah.
This really how we got here. That was the transition to everything. You know, was taking the music, man, serious and actually not trying to make it a poster boy type deal, but actually making it business.
Yeah.
And it was like the moment that we did that, things actually began, you know what I mean, to open up in a different way.
It really did.
And it still haven't stopped, you know, really, to this day.
I got a question for both of y'all. Out of all the rappers, all the artists, all the DJs, everybody y'all know that do music in the city, who sold the most?
I'm gonna get it to you, man. I know you over a few million popped out, you know, set out the trunk, you know.
Just at the car wash.
Yeah, that's not counting. That's not counting other ways just of moving around. That's just at the car wash alone.
Just at the car wash.
Oh
man.
my God.
Real
but
talk.
that was my original question. My original question when I called back for to say this: who is the president of Shice House?
We gonna say you is, man. You the president.
Hey.
Hustle man for president.
But say, man, I want to say one more thing about my movement, and I'm gonna go and let y'all finish the interview, man. But with this movement, the way I set it up, not only you can't have your paperwork, you got to be a CEO.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with no rappers no more that don't know the business or don't know what's going on when we doing shit and wondering why this going this way. I want everybody to understand everything when we move. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you got your heart right and you got your shit together and you trying to make something out your career, come on over here and fuck with us. Let's all get money because it's a movement. It's not a label.
Bingo.
What's up, man? Push that, man. I'm glad that I know totally about it now. You know what I mean? I know. Well, everybody know I ain't been messing with no music, so you know what I mean. But
we
I'm
glad
that
homeless.
you told me, man.
We
so I really can, help you out, man. You know, and be a push for that.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
That's what I'm saying. We feeding the homeless. We giving kids backpacks. We doing all kind of shit, not just music shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what's
you can
up.
have a landscaping company be a part of this.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Man.
That's what's up, real talk. I'm with that. You already
know
I'm going to support you.
With that being said, I love both of you niggas, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need me, call me, man. Dumb way.
All right, we love you too, bro.
Love you, bro.
All right, man. I'll see y'all in a minute, man.
All right.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man, it's number love, man, and history.
For real, that's a lot of history, you know, like a lot of people really don't know. Like, man, people see you, but they don't really know where you came from.
Yeah.
And what you had to go through, you know, to get where you at. Hey, we got another caller. Talk to us.
Hey, yeah, this is Nakia Nicole with the Fixing the Mix radio show, man.
Hey.
We have had an amazing lineup.
What's going on, Nakia? How you been, man?
Man, everything is everything. I'm here to serve. You hear me?
Man.
So I'm doing awesome.
Already.
That's what's going on. What's been new with you? I know you was on the show a few weeks back. You know, now you know I seen that you back at the radio station and stuff going on. What's been going on?
Yes, sir. I did my show today from 12:30 to 1:30. It's the Fixing the Mix radio show.
Yes.
It's new narrative media now. That's what I'm doing is new narrative media because urban culture deserves a second look. Everybody else gets a second look, but they just try to discard us. And there's so much excellence in what we do in Dallas, and I want that to be shown. I'm here to serve. You hear me?
Man.
Bishop Omar Jawar put something in me, and what that is that I'm transitioning now, it's a harvest, and that harvest is that I'm here to serve, man. I got to be kingdom-minded and help our people go up. So I'm here to serve, and I appreciate each one of you. Kat, you too, for being here to serve our community. I love Dallas, man.
Man,
that's for sure, man. I appreciate you calling in, Nikhil, man. Always.
It's all
Get
respect.
with me too, man. You know, you got the number and everything. Get with me. Let me know what's going on with you, man, so I can rally with you just as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we support you too, Nikhil, for real.
I love that, man. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate both you. God bless you. And we need you guys out here protecting and providing however it comes about. I thank you and I salute you for knowing that's what we need. Talk is good, but boots on the ground is even better.
Man.
So thank you for being boots on the ground.
Amen, man. We appreciate you. For real. We respect you too.
All right now. God bless y'all, man.
God bless you.
One love.
One love.
Hey, we're gonna go to a quick video right here, and man, we'll be right back.
Can't stop a river, it must flow. Slow down, let it go. Everything is energy, just let it flow. Wolf in sheep's clothing, we know that disguise. No more can we sit with those negative vibes. So help me, Father, that I am not weak. Don't let me give up on the light that I see. Help me to be humble and make me more me. Keep the ground solid underneath my feet. You are my salvation, buckler and shield. Slow down, let it go. You can't stop a river, it must flow. Slow down, let it go. Everything is energy, just let it flow. Slow down, let it go. You can't stop a river, it must flow. Slow down, let it go. Everything is energy, just let it flow. Now I've come to one conclusion, that we're chasing an illusion. Still enslaved in chains, while they empty our brains, always trying to gain. When all is said and done, tell me what will remain. People live in fear, with stress and sometimes pain, but life is a joy to see the sun and the rain. Slow down, let it go. Oh yeah. Slow down, let it go.
You understand me? You better slow down and let it go. Man, hey, we getting real close to the end of the show, and before we do, man, I want to drop a little information on you guys, man. On May 9th, I did come out with a trauma course called Transitional Training, Triumph Trauma. What? Say that again. You know, y'all know this live, man. We are not, it's nothing staged, but it's transitional training, trauma to triumph. You can, it's on Teachable. I will be out just coming up Saturday on May the 21st at the first annual Durpad Park event, and it's all about mental wellness. So, man, y'all, if y'all around in the area, man, y'all check it out. Again, it's going to be at Durpad Park. It's a block party, so they're going to have a lot of stuff that's going on out there. I think it's going to be 97.9 out there, the news people out there, and a lot of organizations, man, that's just really out to help this fight, man, on mental illness, man. And with me, you know, trauma is something that was that I really do a lot of focus on when I'm doing life coaching, and so that was the biggest reason why I came out with the trauma course, to be able to be a help, you know what I mean, and offer something that would be fun, but also something that I know would aid people, man, in breaking some of these things on their own without having to feel bad or ashamed, but something that you can do within the privacy of your own home, something you can do with your family, you know, with your children. It's just overall something, man, to really help be able to, man, bring some type of restoration back to your own life. All right, what's going on, man? What you got going on here in the next couple of weeks or days or something, man, popping off?
Well, one thing, you know, we working on the 5th annual Corion Robinson scholarship program that we give away, you know, to people who are trying to, you know, go to college, and we give them some assistance. And that's over there at the One Rugged Cross. We're doing that. And also with Infinity Management, with Pharaoh and Danny, they also helping get youth to work, you know, giving them jobs. So, you know, you want to check them out too, man. They definitely helping out.
Say they get their information again so they can hear you.
Okay, it's Pharaoh and Danny. They both at Infinity Management. I'll share the links on my page to help some of these youths who trying to get, you know, counseling and also get a job.
And that's real imperative right now, man, given the states, man, high on our children, you know, about now. And it's like when we should be celebrating a lot of these children, you know, graduating, going, you know, high school, getting ready to make that transition, you know, to college or just into the real world as it known. You know, we have to, man, do something, man, that crossing over is at an all-time high and not at an all-time risk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, man, I commend you, bro, on what you're doing. Don't stop. You know, we're going to keep on working. We're going to keep on building. You know, it's funny how, you know, we said we knew long ago that we were going to have to go different ways in order to still be able to cover a lot of ground to get the same missions done.
Yeah.
And to see where we done came, you know what I mean, and to see it actually happening.
Yeah, it's almost a rare occasion of being in the same room, even though we stay in touch.
Yeah.
But it's good because that way we're getting a lot more work done. It's more boots on the ground.
Yeah, and that's what it take, you know what I mean? It's funny, man, because when people be so accustomed to seeing something, you know what I mean, then they kind of throw things off base. But really, we know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's work that had to be done.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Work that still must be done, but the way that we do it, you know what I mean, is that we be willing to take those roles and take those challenges, you know what I mean, and stay supportive and hold each other accountable, you know, to get the things done. Man, I appreciate you guys for, man, tuning in on the Trainsition Talk Show. Next week we have body consciousness that will be in the house. So man, y'all pay that, you know, some attention. If y'all have not subscribed, man, go to YouTube and subscribe, like, click the bell. So, you know, we're always live every 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock every Sunday on the Trainsition Talk Show. Appreciate all y'all who are watching, man, and tuning in and supporting. Man, much love to you.
Yeah, y'all stay tuned. Tune in.